One of the challenges that we encounter during these procedures is how to select the optimal biliary self-expanding metal stents for this particular patient in a specific clinical situation. And I think this presentation may be very helpful in this regard, because it will not only cover what we as physicians expect from a stent in a certain clinical scenario, but will also cover the importance of stent materials, stent construction, stent designs, stent covering. I think that whatever we do as physicians, our main concern is the clinical outcome of the patients. And for an ERCP with stenting, this can be dependent on several factors, including setting the right indication, patient factors, team performance, but one of the factors is also the stent selection. And I'm not talking about the peri-operative and short-term outcomes of the stents, such as the ease of delivery, of a precise placement, optimal deployment of the stent. These might be quite similar across all the different indications, but I'm mainly talking about long-term outcomes. And for example, for benign disease, we need a stent with a prolonged patency, with low migration rates, a stent that can be easily removed, that is nicely visible on fluoroscopy, and that is cost effective. So you see here, after deforming the stent, that it easily goes back in the original shape. And here the stent is put in a liquid nitrogen, which is minus 160 Celsius. And then you see that the stent will gradually go back into the original shape. Biocompatibility is a critical safety requirement of any implant. And another critical safety requirement is the fact that the device is MR conditional, meaning that the material used in the stent does not pose any safety concerns when used in the strong magnetic fields that is typically associated with MR. Radiopacity is also a critical characteristic of the stents. Some stents do only have radiopaque markers, and these markers are based on platinum or iridium or gold. And this picture here is a nice example of the clinical relevance of radiopacity of the stent. So on the left side, you see stents that contains only nitinol. It's very hard to see the stent on fluoroscopy. And when it comes to stent design, it's important to explain to you the axial and radial force of the stent. So axial force is the stiffness of the stent resisting flexion. Radial force is the expansion strength of the stent against the surrounding tissue.
If you liked this video, you can access the full version and many more educational videos on our EDUCARE platform. Follow the link in the description below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.